smaller city like St. Louis, something like smaller city. Okay, so when the competitors want to make money using the technologies, first they go into the smaller cities where the bell system has not yet operated in those small cities. But there are also some competitors enter into major cities trying to compete with bell company. And at the end of 19th century or at the beginning of the 20th century, like over half of the American cities has more than 2 telcos providing telephone services. So the AT&T company became nervous because its market share fell. It faced competition from other companies. So it decided, it made a decision. The first decision is to, the whole idea of its decision is to, I want to beat my competitors. So it has several ways to do so. First, it cuts into the smaller city. Start to operate into the smaller cities. And then it wants to strengthen its power in its original cities by buying its competitors. Okay. We call it the merger means two companies to combine to become one company. Acquisition means to acquire the control of another company. Okay. You have been in the corporate class, right? What is how do you define a controlling company? Well, you have to control their voting right? You have to have more than, normally you have to have more than half, but sometimes you have to have just more than a quarter. Okay, why is a quarter? Then normally you have to have more than half to participate, right? To participate in the meeting. And then among all those half, you have to have more than half to agree, right? So you have to have at least 1/4 of voting rights to control another company. Okay, that is what AT&T was doing. It bought the shares, the company share of other companies to own their voting rights and to control those companies. And then when AT&T was able to control the company, it made those companies to be acquired by AT&T. Okay. And then besides buying all the other companies, AT&T also bought another telegraph company. Okay, this telegraph company you may have already heard about. It's called Western Union. Right now, what do you do with Western Union? Transfer money. But before year 2005, it still provides telegraph services. Okay. And at that time, Western Union was not one of Western Union was the largest competitor of AT&T's telegraph department. So AT&T purchased a lot of company share of Western Union, trying to destroy the Western Union. Okay, and of course, smaller companies in here. And of course, at that time, small local companies, well, when we say telco here, in the US law, we usually call them carrier. Okay, we have talked about that before. In the United States, they call the telcos or telecompanies the carriers, which means the carriers of telephone services. But anyhow, in the legal document, they use the term of carrier. But anyhow, in the lecture, in this class, we'll use interchangeably. Okay. There are smaller telcos at that time. They want to fight back against AT&T. So sometimes the strategy they took is they merge first. They become a larger company so that they can fight against AT&T. But however, most of those attempts failed, which means AT&T still grew bigger and bigger. So that is the merger and the acquisition era of the AT&T company. Okay, so at that time, AT&T has quite a high market share, and at that time there was not too much regulation in the telecoms market. So it was easy for the AT&T at that time to behave improperly. Well, let's put it this way: behave improperly, which means to abuse its market power. Well, this kind of abuse behaviors caused the attention of the Department of Justice of the United States. Okay, because at that time, the competition law in the United States they already have a competition system to regulate the abuse, the behavior of abuse of market power. Where should I? In 1890, there was already we call it competition law. In the United States, they call it the antitrust law or antitrust law. And the name is called Sherman Act. It was named after the congressman who introduced this law into